Act like the person that you want to become. This changed everything about how I approach, to be honest, my entire life, especially when you can't be asked to do the work that you know you need to do to achieve your goals and the life that you want. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person that you want to become. No single instance will transform your beliefs, but as the votes build up, so does the evidence of your new identity. This is how James Clear describes identity change, and when you break it down, it makes a lot of sense. Think about the overweight person that doesn't want to exercise or go to the gym. They can't even imagine getting off the couch, let alone walk into the gym and doing an entire workout. But that's because they're viewing that goal, that process in their current identity as someone that doesn't work out and exercise. But when you change that mindset of acting like someone that would go to the gym, then even just walking into the gym, standing around, walking on a treadmill, lifting one dumbbell, it's a vote for the person that you will eventually want to become. Then those votes build up over time. Walk into the gym becomes one workout a week, then two, then three, until you start seeing progress and don't even recognize the person that you were because your identity has shifted to someone who actually goes to the gym. And the only thing that changed was actually doing the thing. I think a lot of people can realize that we're not stuck in the current identity of ourselves. People will look at me or other people in the space and think, I can't stick to his routine, I can't stick to good habits, or I'm just an undisciplined person. And that's because the current version of you aren't any of those things. But then you gotta think that you're not any of those things yet. This is literally day one of the person that you can actually become. Literally, the only way you don't become the person that you want to be is by stopping. You can grow any muscle you want, build any business that you can imagine, and achieve any goal of yours as long as you start, keep improving, and just don't stop. I mean, no one comes out of the womb curling dumbbells or proficient in Excel. Everyone who is where they are today is just a culmination of votes that they've been given their new identity over time. But actually taking action and doing the things is the difference between who you say you are and who you actually are. So whenever you don't want to do anything, think about the person that you want to become and how they would act in this situation, already achieving the goal. You can almost see this as like an alter ego, whether it's in the gym, whether it's in relationships, whether it's in just life in general. Already assume the identity of someone that's achieved that goal. What is their confidence? How do they take action? How is their consistency? And then over time, you'll stop pretending and actually become the person you want to be. Now, you're still gonna get resistance from your brain because obviously you're not the person you are yet. But you want to start, and believing that you can is the first step in any of it. But there are a few things that you can do to actually help you along the process. The first thing is using the 2-minute rule. This is one of the easiest techniques that anyone can do, is whenever you've got a goal in front of you, a step that you need to take forward, just break it down into the smallest possible thing that you can, and then just do that for 2 minutes. Doing something towards your goal, even for 2 minutes, is still a vote for that identity, for that change that you want in your life. Then over time, when you're doing this every day, week in, week out, 2 minutes become 5, become 10, and then you start building real momentum again until you don't recognize the person you are. The other thing you can do is the 5-second rule, where when you actually want to start on your work, just count down from 5 to 1 and then just start. And what this does is that it doesn't allow your brain time to think up of excuses for fears, for everything else that you could be doing apart from working on your goals. So when you break down all the steps for your goals into small 2-minute sections and then just act within 5 seconds, the task is so small and you're acting so quickly that your brain doesn't have time to stop you. You gotta remember that your brain is just seeking comfort. The evolutionary wiring is still in there trying to protect you by taking the easiest route. But we've sort of evolved out of our old caveman brains now. So the things we're scared about are the things that are actually just holding us back into the people that we can become. Act like the person that you want to become, and before long, you realize you stopped acting a long time ago. Again, if you have any questions that you want to ask me personally, or if you want more in-depth knowledge on a variety of topics to make real progress in your life, then check out my community below, where you can try out for a free trial, so why wouldn't you? And once again, love you all, and I'll see you in the next one.